The story of Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, is not just a biblical tale. It's the foundation of the world's nations and cultures. Shem's lineage would form the Semitic peoples, from whom Abraham and the Israelite nation emerged. Japheth's descendants spread across Europe and parts of Asia, influencing the formation of many Indo-European civilizations. Ham's line established the mighty kingdoms of Africa and the Middle East, including Egypt, Cush, and Canaan. But history distorted this narrative. The misinterpretation of the curse of Ham, meant to address Canaan's actions, was weaponized to justify the enslavement of Ham's descendants, perpetuating systemic racism and oppression. What many forget is that the Bible celebrates diversity. From Noah's family, the world gained its cultural richness. Even Jesus' lineage includes ties to Africa, through figures like Rahab and Tamar, revealing the profound connection between faith, history, and African heritage. How would our world change if we embrace this truth, that diversity is woven into the very fabric of biblical history? Let's reclaim these stories, not for division, but for unity. Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights from Factor It Media.
The curse of Ham, what was really meant? The curse of Ham has been misused for centuries. But what did it really mean? In the Bible, the curse wasn't placed on Ham, but on his son, Canaan. Many have misinterpreted this curse as a justification for racial hierarchy and slavery, but that wasn't the intent. The curse in Genesis 9 verses 20 to 27 had nothing to do with skin color or race. It was a punishment on Canaan, not on Ham's descendants. Yet, this story was twisted over time to justify the transatlantic slave trade and systemic racism. So, what did the curse really mean? It's about honoring the family structure, not racial division. The true message of Noah's story is about the beauty of diversity, not the division of humanity. Do you think the curse of Ham was misinterpreted? Drop your thoughts below and hit subscribe for more insights on Afrocentric biblical history. The true meaning of the curse of Ham, rewriting history. The curse of Ham was used to justify slavery, but the truth? It had nothing to do with race. Genesis 9 verses 20 to 27 has long been misunderstood, with many claiming that the curse was placed on Ham's descendants. However, the curse was placed specifically on Canaan, Ham's son, not on all of Ham's offspring. The true meaning of the curse was about honoring family structure and discipline, not about skin color or race. Yet, for centuries, this story was misinterpreted and weaponized to support the justification for slavery and oppression. This historical distortion has had lasting effects on the way race is viewed today. It's time we revisit these narratives and correct the misuses of Scripture. What's your take on this historical misuse of the curse of Ham? Let's discuss in the comments below. Exploring the African roots of Jesus. Jesus had African roots. Let's explore the biblical connections to Africa. Did you know Jesus' lineage is deeply connected to Africa? From the story of his ancestry, we see that several figures in his lineage were of African descent, including Rahab, an African woman who played a key role in the Bible. Jesus was born in Bethlehem, but his family's roots go back to African nations and people. This connection to Africa is significant, showing that Jesus and many others in the Bible had African heritage. These biblical ties reveal the importance of Africa in shaping the history of faith and humanity. African heritage is foundational to the story of Jesus, reaffirming the historical and spiritual connections between Africa and the biblical narrative. What do you think about the African roots of Jesus? Drop your thoughts below.
Through the lineage of Jesus, we see a profound connection between Shem and Ham, uniting two great ancestries in the fulfillment of God's divine plan. Figures like Rahab, a Canaanite descendant of Ham, and Tamar, who may also trace her roots to Hamitic heritage, were instrumental in shaping the line that led to King David, and ultimately to Jesus Christ. These women remind us that the messianic story is not one of exclusion, but of inclusion, a blending of cultures and ancestries that reflects the diversity of humanity itself. Even Joseph, Jesus' legal father, carries the legacy of these unions. While Joseph's lineage is traced to Shem through Judah and King David, it is through Rahab and Tamar that we see Ham's enduring presence in the messianic line, underscoring the shared origins of humanity. This is the beauty of the biblical narrative. It weaves together the stories of all peoples, emphasizing that God's plan transcends divisions of race or lineage. It's a reminder that the story of salvation was never about exclusion. It was always about unity and redemption for all of humanity. So, what do you think about the connections between Rahab, Tamar, and Jesus' lineage? How does this perspective shape the way we understand the Bible's message of unity? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Factorite Media for more revelations on biblical history and Afrocentric perspectives.